to see about how we are going to analyzing COVID-19 dataset using mysql workbench. Okay, so this is the environment you can use by downloading it from Google. It is a free source, open source. Like for Windows is there and Mac, iOS, everything is there. So this is the setup you have to create first of all for a mysql connection. Okay, while clicking on the setup, you will be opened with a workspace where you can work. Okay, so this is the schema thing, and this is the information, and this is the query part, and this is the output part. So there will be mostly 5 screens, and this will be for SQL addition where you can get a help. Okay, so first of all, you have to, for importing the data set, you have to create a schema here. Okay, I have already created many schema. Now, just for example, I'm going to do a sample schema, creating sample schema for you. For that, you have to click create a new schema in the connected server, this button, and you have to name your schema. That is a demo. I'm creating as a demo, and you have to apply here and apply and finish it. Okay, so this is the schema. I'm going to hear it. See here, there is a schema added here. Okay, on clicking on that play button, here you will be seeing this following tables. So first click on the table and right click it. You will see the import option here. You just click on it. You browse your file and you just open it and import it. That's it. Because I'm not doing this because it will take more time, as this my my data set contains a lots of uh, rows, that is 69 rows, so it will take much more time. So wasting of that time, I'm just going to, I already pre-imported my data set here. See, that is COVID data. Here I have imported my data. If you want, after importing it, if you want to see your data you have imported correctly or not, you can click on this button where you can see your parameters, all the attributes and your parameters in your data set. Okay. So see here, already I have, when I am clicking on my description, I have defaultly I have given with the query. Okay. So I'm not going to use this query because I already have a query, a lots of query here. This one. Okay. So this is my query. So I'm having 60 questions you can do with your data set as the data analyst. Okay. So the first one is, the first part is, here comes the data pre-processing section. You can do well with this MySQL workbench for your data set. So first thing is you have to check your null values, whether there is a null values in your parameter or not. For that you are using this code. First you have to select from Corona dataset your dataset name. Okay. Here you have to mention your dataset name. This all are the query which will be changed for each and every questions. So here I am going to check whether my parameter is having null values or not. So here I'm using sum of the case when date, this is my parameter name, date, and is null, then replace it with 1, else 0 and end. Okay, as date null. I'm going to replace my, after checking whether my data set is having null values or not, and I'm going to replace my parameter name as date of null. I have checked it. So for that each one I am doing that. Now I'm going to, for compiling your query, you have to click on that thunder symbol. So when you click on this, your output will be shown in this place. Okay. So in my dataset there is no null values. Okay. And here the second thing I'm going to do is, if the null values exist, what I'm going to do is update with the null values with a 0. Okay. So for that I'm using this question. Okay. We replace all null values with 0. This ensures that subsequent calculation are accurate and consistent. So as there is no null values in my dataset, if I use this code, there will be thrown error. Okay. So for that you have to set your parameter name and class date your parameter name as this one. You are going to replace this. This is your parameter name, and how you are going to replace this. You have to mention here. Okay. The third question you are going to do is counting the total number of rows. Counted the total number of rows in the data set. This gives a sense of a data set size and scope. Okay. So let's run this. Let's compile this. When you compile this, no, yeah, this is the starting date. Oh, sorry. So I'm going to compile this. Okay. So this is the total number of rows. As I said, no, 69,000 rows are okay. And I'm going to compile this part, this query. Okay. While compiling this, the dataset, the output will be displayed as earliest and latest dates in the dataset. This helps in understanding the time range covered by the data. Okay. And this thing is the fifth one I'm going to do is how many months present in my data set. I'm going to display it. So there is no months in my data set because as all of you know, my data set does not contain any months. Okay. Okay. Any months. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is monthly average. I'm going to check the averages of confirmed and death rates and recovery rates. I'm going to calculate. Yeah, see here output. This computed the monthly average of confirmed death and recovered cases. These averages provide insights into monthly trends. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is find most frequent value for confirmed death case and each month in each month. So determining the most frequent values for confirmed death and record cases each month. This helps identifying common cases numbers. Okay. See here, these all are the confirmed cases, confirmed count, death count, and everything. Okay. Next one I'm doing is minimum values. What are the minimum values for confirmed cases and all as per year? So for that I'm using here min is well, min. So see here output. And for maximum, you are just replacing the code with max. Such a simple code. Okay. This is the maximum records in my dataset. And this I'm going to do is total number of cases of confirmed dates, and this is the total confirmed cases, total death cases, total recovered cases. Okay. So this will be the main part because this provides a monthly case count overview. Okay. So the 11th question here comes is how coronavirus spread out with respect to the confirmed cases. Okay. So this is for that we have to use correlation. In correlation, you have to calculate variance of that specific parameter and the standard deviation of that specific parameter. Okay. And here comes the spread out with respect to death case per month and with respect to recovered case. For each parameter, you can use this code is same. You have to just replace the words. Okay. Here I'm going to highest number of confirmed cases. The country is having. I'm going to display the country which is having highest number of confirmed cases. So this you can see here. Here I'm just put a limit here so that the highest one thing will be displayed. See if I'm replacing this with 5. Here you can see there are 5 number of highest cases, confirmed cases or recovered cases. Okay. So these all are the things. And one thing I'm forgot to say that if you want any command lines, you have to add no. You just click on this 2 colons here and put a space and you can write anything that will be known as a command line for the company. Okay. So these are the things, extra things can add here. Okay, so this all are the things you can do with MySQL and all. Okay, summarized, highlighted important trends and insights, And now this structure ensures each question is addressed subsequently, providing clear and concise explanation. Thank you all.